Alright, welcome back to Resident Evil 4 Remake. This will be part 10. So we got a tough encounter to deal with first before we make our way to the extraction zone. And for this fight, it would be the best thing to have all your weapons if you could, but seeing that our inventory space is pretty much used up, it's probably not going to happen. Let's see here. Then no scope would be super detrimental. And there we go. Okay. Every gun in your arsenal is probably needed for this thing. It is ammo bait, so now there is a high chance sometimes that the thing won't spawn in, and I'm not really sure what makes it do that, but I think after all the patches and everything, they've fixed that bug, so that should no longer be a problem for that monster. Alright, so if you cleared out the village when you came in, the only people that should be inside are just in the building. And then we should just have a good old one-on-one fest with this, with the dog.
Hi there. There you go.
Give me a warning next time?
Target neutralized.
And that was actually a really good fight with that thing, because first off, no damage. And only at the cost of 2 grenades and then a couple of sniper bullets, which can easily be gotten back later on in the game. And even crafted, so normally that thing is a super bullet sponge, but if you have like material to deal with it, so the grenades were like the 2 best things to do there, because those do high damage. But if you just run in there and you just like think you're just going to shotgun it down or do whatever, it's not going to work out. But it ate a lot of sniper bullets too, so that's also kind of a problem. So just be direct shots with it, you know. Once it starts charging at you, you saw it doesn't really stagger at all. It'll just continue. It has a really long reach with that scorpion tail that it decides to just grow out of its ass. And yeah. It might take a few times to learn how to do that fight, but the reward in the end is pretty worth it. Then, of course, you got to do the run back.
I see you took care of a request. Well done.
Well, look at you, mate.
Ooh, what you buying?
Then 8 spinels is nothing to cough at, so you can go ahead and just
Money
pick
can't
whatever you
buy.
want. I would just save them, though. There's really nothing worth buying right now.
Your valuables won't do. A deal well struck. Anything else I can help you with? Pleasant travels.
Then what I would do here is go to your storage. Probably put away things you don't need, but we want to have the Leon with the shotgun on so we can get more money for selling some ammo. And the ammo that we need to sell is bolts, because I'm not using that gun. And some attachable mines, because I'm not using that gun yet again. So easy 5,000 right there.
Thank you. Will that be all then? Give that the care it deserves, mate. Don't get yourself.
So a lot of necessary space was cleared up.
Welcome.
We can keep our arsenal on us, because running back towards the village is there are going to be a few enemies in the way and stuff like that. Then, of course, if you need more money, go ahead and start just inlaying jewels. If anything, you don't want to use the rubies as much as you can. They're like more of your desperate cash. You kind of want to start using the more expensive things. It'll just be better.
Twisty son of a bitch.
Unlucky again. Just keep pulling them. That sucks.
All right.
scappano da scorrere. Perseguiti, diables abbia perdono la prisa, a prisa, se scappano da scorrere. Perseguiti, diables abbia perdono la prisa, a prisa.
Seriously, this can't be.
That was close. I think that was my biggest complaint about this game, though, is sometimes when you're locked in the melee animation, some of them get kind of past that, and then their AI is scripted to obviously attack you, so you get grabbed like instantly. They kind of have to like space them out just a little bit to avoid that stuff, but when you're like set up for a melee attack, you do want to instantly go get it. The little annoyance right there. Hate to see that they didn't really kind of fix that. Because it almost puts you in an unfair disadvantage. You're doing the right thing, but then you're stuck in an animation where you can't really do much, and then they just are able to lock onto you and grab you. Oh shit, come on, Asher.
One down.
grab another antique pipe, which kind of sucks because now they're just kind of rehashing old treasures there. Could have come up with something different. They could have did like a wallet or something. But yeah, so now you're really starting to feel the pain about ammo. And that's generally what they went for. So like even on standard mode, I mean we're pretty much out of ammo at this point. We just have a few pistol rounds and some TMP, completely out of rifle rounds and almost out of shotgun rounds. So you're playing this on hardcore, you ain't gonna have shit when you get to the house. Then before you cross the bridge, take a dive over here. Then talk to the merchant.
Welcome. Ooh, what you buying?
Okay.
You have a ticket, do ya? Nice. Choose a weapon, stranger, and I'll make it sing.
So we can check now, probably be the best time to see if the ammo capacity will give us free rounds. I know in the in the original it did. I'm not sure about the remake.
See how that feels. Might
So there's our answer then.
want to take care of any leftover errands before going this way. Be ashamed to live the rest of your life wondering, what if? Am I right? Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
So I thought I was right about that, and it is true. You don't get the free ammunition like you do in RE2 and RE3 remakes from when you upgrade your ammo capacity. Used to be a thing in the original, but now it's definitely not. So we can upgrade the capacity to max for at least the TMP.
We're starting to get an
Because this
idea
gun
of your
absolutely
tastes.
beckons you to have more ammunition inside of it. The rifle's not going to do us any good right now.
A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill, friend.
Shotgun at 5 is going to be okay. We're probably going to need more
Dazzled, are you?
from our
Our
pistols.
craftsmanship demands no less.
Okay.
A deal well struck. Well then, what can I do you for? Pleasant travels.
Then in this next section, the rifle is not going to do nothing for us. So you want to take that down because we're going to be in close quarters combat. And then pretty much all your heal items, you're going to need them. Don't get rid of anything like that. Prep for battle. You got your TMP, your shotgun, your knife, and your pistol are going to be your best bet in the house. And then make your peace, make your save, and that's it. Craft whatever you need to. But honestly, the key to this part is if you saved all of your flashbangs. So we only used one for like the takedown of all those birds. But flashbangs are very important, like I've been saying in this game. And we want to hold on to them as much as you can. Then once we're happy with that, time to move on.
see you found your missing senorita.
Senorita has a name and it's Ashley. You are?
Name's Luis. Encantado.
Great. We all have names. Now then. Who are you? And what are you doing here?
Very good questions, unfortunately.
Hide, now.
In that case, here, help me.
Ashley, quick! Over here.
Go. Okay, it's game time.
Okay, big section here.
This smog is made up of monsters. Done warming up?
Yeah. Now if you'd shut up, we'd be good to go.
I just want to scan the room for items real quick. So Luis is very, very helpful in this one, much like he was in the original.
Out of the way.
Let's take a minute, look over your inventory, make sure you got what you need.
I've been waiting, hero boy. Stay focused.
So much shit going on in this room right now. This is insane.
So much for service via smile, huh? But I guess bullets work just as well. You know what to do. Sure thing. Stay focused.
Leon! This way, hurry!
Ashley,
What's happening to me?
Ashley, is this the first time you've coughed up blood like this?
you want to start explaining?
Cough, the blood, is caused by something called plaga. Okay, you saw those people, right? But you have the same thing inside you. The same thing that made them like that. This, what you're experiencing, these symptoms, they're only the beginning.
I don't want to become like them.
You are, well, lucky. You see, at this early stage, the parasite, the plaga, it is possible to remove it with a surgical procedure. And all you need is some know-how. And oh yeah, the right equipment.
Wait, you two?
No worries. See, I have a plan. But you're going to have to trust me. Great, we're partners then.
Hey, why are you...
No time for any questions. The clock is ticking.
Why are you helping us?
Because it makes me feel better. Let's leave it at that. We'll contact you later.
Ooh, a lot to break down with that one. So, not really the greatest of house sections, to be honest. Kind of got cornered there, and then they were just all taking turns slapping my ass around, so that was pretty fun. But we got through it, and that's pretty much how the house is going to go. I mean, it's a lot of dudes in one spot. They're faster and more aggressive than they've ever been, so you're going to take some damage. You're going to, probably lose your knife there or whatever. And Luis does his best to kind of help you out. Like, a lot of the time I got grabbed, his AI just kind of directs him to shoot in whatever direction you're at. So that helps out a little bit. Fortunately, I only had 1 or 2 Plaga that kind of popped right there. So that room is usually littered with those things, and then you use a flashbang to kind of disorient them, and that's pretty much it. But we dealt with the bull guy, and that's pretty much what got us out of there quicker. So enough grenades to get the job done, and just enough shotgun shells to kind of deal with what the hell is going on inside the house. Picked up all the rewards we possibly could, and then aside from just getting grabbed every 10 seconds, I think it couldn't have gone better. But we used all of increase our HP things, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You want a full bar of HP anyway, so the game's kind of telling you that you should take damage, and you probably will take damage. But nothing to that chapter. Original house section was just chaotic, just as chaotic as that was, except if you did more damage to Luis, he actually would turn and shoot you. It was really strange. So you're like in the middle of shit. I mean, you know, what can you do? You're gonna have crossfires and stuff like that. But you know, I was sitting there throwing grenades on him, and he didn't do nothing to me. So just do your best to survive. The only thing I can say is kind of board up the windows as fast as you can. You can take a peek outside and saw those red barrels and shoot them to kind of get like easy kills right out the start, and then kick down the ladders like kind of back and forth before they start overcrowding you. But then everything changes up when the bull guy goes in there and he starts like swinging his hammer around and shit. But yep, so the same situation played out. Ashley hid there, and they're giving Luis more of like an in-depth character, which is great because before he used to be just kind of like a dude that just kind of existed. But now they're like actually giving him like a whole like story in this remake, which is pretty cool. So high damage on that one, but it's okay.
Hey, got a smoke?
I do. The kind you like. Now where's the amber?
Fortunately, it's not on me at the moment. And you really should be telling me what a good job I did. Busted my ass and managed to hide it right before I got caught. Which is why I'm still alive.
The deal was, we get you out of here when you deliver the amber. No amber, no protection, Luis.
Such a stickler for details, huh, Ada? Okay, then. I'll go get it now. How about that? And I do have something else I need to get, too.
This is Roost. I've got some bad news, Condor One. With the weather like this, the chopper can't make its approach. Can you stand by until it clears?
Negative. Too dangerous. We're gonna get out of here and find someplace safe.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more to help.
Don't worry about it. We'll swim home if we have to. Condor 1, out. Let's go.
What's gonna happen to me?
Right now. Let's just focus on getting out of here.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so the only thing left back at the house was just some pesetas, which we get through the entire game, so don't worry about that. The one thing that you don't want to see left behind in there are the resources and the emerald that you pull off of that thing when you kill it. Other than that, all I gotta say is purist be damned, because that is a huge deviation from the original for sure, and one that I don't think any of the community really accepted, like with warm hugs and kisses, to be honest, because Luis and Ada never knew each other, like at all. It has always been a Leon and Ada thing for the dawn of time. So it was very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know really how to take that, because it's like, what the fuck part is he gonna play in this now? But then, like, when you play through it and you actually give the remake a chance and kind of have open up to it a little bit, just open mind, then it all makes a little bit more sense with what they're trying to drive in these remakes. So definitely a lot more character fleshing out, for sure. But a surprise nonetheless. Like Ada knowing Luis and Luis knowing Ada, that is a twist that no one saw coming. Okay, then now as good as time as any to actually inlay this jewel. Because if you look at it, if you do a quartet gives us a 1.7 bonus. So obviously we can't do the 5 in it because it only comes with 4 pieces. And then if you kind of give it this, and then that, we get almost 60,000 right out the gate, just like that. So this is why you want to hold on to your jewels as much as you can. And don't worry, more will be available throughout the entire game.
I've got some new items in stock. Come take a look. Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
And then when we look at the trade list, he's actually giving out like gunpowder now and stuff like that.
He's killing me. Years haven't been kind.
The red 9 stock, so your gun can be a little bit more stable. Kind of sucks it was hidden behind this, but oh well. We gotta take what they give us. Then I would definitely trade in for the gunpowder.
A wise choice. I know, I say that a lot, but I mean it.
Then trade in the ornate necklace.
Thank you. Crossing your T's, dotting your I's, that's the way to be.
Okay, so what did we get for upgrades
Why
here?
not try your hand at a new gun, stranger?
So flash grenade recipe is the item that's on sale for this chapter. 50% off at that, so this is why we didn't buy it the entire way through, so now is a great time to buy this.
Information is a commodity these days.
And then you got to make a choice on if you want to continue to have the old shotgun on you, or if you want to actually like have like a new age, you know, today's kind of shotgun. And honestly, I think I ran the entire game with the riot gun, so this thing is extremely powerful in late game.
Why not
And
try
of course,
your hand at a new gun, stranger?
so this guy talks too much.
Pleasant travels.
Or shit, we love to set up. Okay, merchant tip, midnight stroll. So this kind of sucks. Like I'm telling you, I don't know why they space these kinds of tips out like so far. Like we've already dealt with these things in 2 chapters, and we're already learning about this. So you've ever seen those nasty guys with the tentacles sprouting out their heads? Not only are they dangerous, but they're a pain to kill too. They do have a weakness though. They absolutely hate bright lights like the sun. That's why you won't see them out during the day. So if you ever go for a walk during the night, it'd be wise to keep some flash grenades handy, and like keep a couple on me at all times. You could make some yourself using the recipe I'm selling if you're interested. So it's like you've been selling it for a majority of the game though. And then they're just now telling us about the Plaga having a weakness. I don't know. Pacing was there for sure. And so was the information giving. I didn't really enjoy that too much about the remake. Okay.
Oh, nothing but the finest whip. Yes. Welcome. Well then, what can I do you for?
Well, and then what you got to do is, once you make your decision, you're going to have to sell your gun. And remember the note that he left for us back at the boathouse was that any amount of upgrades you made to the weapon, no matter what, he'll give you pretty much all your money back, you know, so you can try out new weapons and stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and sell the shotgun.
Stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for that. Don't get...
And the only thing that sucks, though, is that whatever ammo was left in that gun will not be returned to you. So just keep that in mind. I only had one bullet in that shotgun, so it didn't matter for me, but that's kind of something I did on purpose.
Get yourself killed. Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale. Ah, that there's a real boomstick, mate. It'll reduce your target to a bloody pulp.
And we got a new gun. Want to go ahead and give it a little bit of power here.
There you are, as you wished.
I think capacity is just alright.
Knife needs care every once in a while. Could be the difference between life and death. Well then, what can I do to come back anytime?
Take a look at the riot gun. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. It utilizes an inertia-driven action system to reduce recoil and increases the rate of fire. So it's a fast shooting shotgun. And this thing's actually really it has a narrow spread, so it's really good at taking out like single targets. You're not going to get too much of it like taking whole groups out, but for single targets, this thing is perfect. And that's generally what you use it for anyway, because once they start popping their heads off, you're trying to aim for those giant little monsters that could pop out of them. And just kind of use the rifle as necessary and, you know, switch between the two or whatever you want to do. And then our new weapon that's craftable is flashbang. So large resources are extremely hard to come by unless you buy the black attach case, and then they start to drop a little bit more frequently, but even then they are still pretty hard to come by. So anytime you run out of a flashbang, I would just create at least one. Just at least one, and have it on you at all times, because you never know if the Plogger are going to pop on like 5 different dudes. It's all randomly generated. But sometimes you need to make space, so you have to make the ammo that you can, and then just kind of go with it from there. And for now, we don't really need to do all that. We should be able to make some parts pretty easy. Tighten the defenses. This is a direct order from Lord Sadler himself. Convert the area beyond this point into a defensive position so that no intruders may pass. I am willing to make any and all sacrifices for the sake of the righteous faith. My devout believers, build me an impregnable fortress, and make sure any heathen foolish enough to trespass pays for their wicked sins in blood. Alright, so again, purists are going to definitely notice that there is a deviation from here as well. Because after you do the house in the original, you are faced with 2 options. You can take a left path or a right path. Left path is pretty much like a chase sequence. A giant will be on your ass. You have to destroy a couple of locks on the doors, and then you just get through. And then the right path was like a little arena. You had to kind of fight enemies. There's 2 chainsaw people and stuff like that. And in the remake, they said, to fuck with all that, we're just going to do what we want to do. And now we have a whole little fortress of wood and people sitting on roofs and all sorts of shit going on in here. So it may be well in the interest of taking this thing out. But again, it's the space that we're really hurting for right now. So we might just cave and make some shoddy shells.
estáis? Podéis correr, pero no os podéis esconder. Sé que... We're doing this.
Pretty much want to make your stand. Oh no. Well, Ashley got herself involved with some dumb shit, as usual. Well, I guess that's a good point. Cut it right there. Village section was really good. Everything about the remake up to this point has been really good, except for probably a few flaws. There's the getting grab shit when you're in the middle of an animation really kind of sucks. The whole house sequence was just chaotic in the end. So you just got to really like kind of pick and choose your corners and not get caught up too much in the middle. Otherwise, things kind of get really wild in there. The new edition of the enemies have been really cool. I like the bull goat men. They're really bullet spongy, but it is what it is. And so far, the bosses that, like the mini bosses that they've had in the game, Del Lago and El Gigante and all that stuff have been really, really faithful to their designs and the way that they played out in the original as well. So far everything's looking pretty good. No complaints there on that. Ashley went ahead and just fucked it all up. So I guess the silly thing about her is she only takes that one hit though. Like as soon as she gets incapacitated, it's the one hit and that does you in, like almost every single time. And that time it registered me shooting her in the leg when she got picked up, so yeah, sometimes it can be kind of finicky about how they deal with her. I'd say another thing too is that the merchant just talks too damn much. Like, he was a cool character. He just kind of had like his few lines that he said, but now he just like kind of goes on and on and on. Like you can't scan anything in the menu without him like talking shit or something. So that's a little bit of an annoyance, but you kind of grow to be like, all right, I guess this is new merchant, so this is what we're doing. I'm gonna have to rebuy all that shit and then do it all over again. So I'll have it all set back up by the time we get back in, and then we'll go through those doors, and hopefully Ashley won't want to, get shot in the leg. Until next time.